Leatherman Wave Alpha versus the Leatherman Surge. You're trying to figure out which one to buy. They're still in production. They're still able to be purchased on Leatherman's website and third-party websites. You're trying to figure out which one would you go with. Bottom line up front, unless if you carry a dedicated pocket knife in your pocket and that day you decide you need a multi-tool, get the Surge, because the reason that you would get the Wave Alpha over the Surge really is for the Magna Cut blade on that main tool. If you don't carry a pocket knife in your pocket, or you only carry like a fixed blade with you most days and you want to have that capability, maybe you consider getting the Alpha. All right, so let's just talk about what each has, why I would choose the Surge over the Alpha. Well, first off, it's the price. $199 comes with no pocket clip. When I bought this Surge, I bought it on base. It came with lanyard piece up here, which you can use. It tucks away. You can push that in and out, and it came with a pocket clip. I don't know if it normally comes with a pocket clip, but I did buy mine on a base website, and it came with a pocket clip. 149 bucks. Dope. This one cost me $149 because I got it with the military discount on Leatherman's website, but I had to buy a pocket clip. But it would have cost me $199 plus the pocket clip, so it would have cost me like $210, $215. So let's jump into this one fully. You're going to get the biggest scissors that Leatherman has made, and they say it's improved. I've talked about this on my comparison video with the ARC. I usually use scissors for cutting thin pieces of like aluminum or tissue paper or something like that, or zip ties. So I've really never had a big issue. You get a wood file. You're going to get the wood and metal, or excuse me, you get a wood saw, and then you're going to get the wood and metal file, which is fantastic on Leatherman's tools. Of course, you get the main Magna Cut blade in a reverse tanto shape. It's going to be useful for you for a number of scenarios, cutting and all that good stuff. And of course, you can tuck away and hide the lanyard keep if you want to. Going inside of this bad boy, you're going to get the replaceable wire cutters. You get the regular pliers, needle nose pliers. And then you get the rest of the tools all surrounded by G10 scales. Here you get the awl with the sewing hole. You get the micro bit driver with the loaded. It's already loaded with a slotted and a Phillips. And then you get the pry bar. I kind of feel like they could have gave us the bottle cap lifter, but they didn't. Whatever. On the other side, a little bit more difficult to get these tools out is what I've noticed. But you're going to get the bottle cap lifter, can opener combo with the wire stripper down there. And then you get the driver, and it's preloaded with the slotted or a Phillips. They took away the measurements that used to be on the Wave, the Wave Plus. And they got rid of the pinch and all that good stuff. All right, so that's what you get. 200 bucks, no pocket clip. This one, $149. You're going to get the scissors, which, as I mentioned, I've never really had an issue with the scissors on my Surge. But, you know, it's going to be up to you. This one, you get a serrated blade. And the serrated blade is good for cutting like PVC, plastic, you know, stuff like that. You get the T-shank adapter. T-shank adapter comes with a wood saw, and it comes with the diamond file. I keep my saw tucked away with the serrated blade because I don't use the serrated blade that often. So it's just easier for me to tuck it away and leave it there. So the as I mentioned, you get the T-shank adapter. T-shank adapter, you get this. You still get the wood and metal file, which is really good. And you get the 440C main blade. I think it's 440C. Nonetheless, it works fine. I'm going to order a Magna Cut blade from Taiwan, and I'm going to replace it out. And it's going to be about the same price as a Wave Alpha with a Magna Cut blade, and I think a better tool set. Just like the Alpha, you have to access the rest of the tools by opening the tool up, but you do get beefier pliers. I guess it's going to be better for getting around some fasteners, although I don't have a lot of complaints about the Wave Alpha. You get the needle regular pliers with a fatter tooth there. You get 154cm wire cutters. And then I think technically these are crimpers at the bottom of this tool. I've never used the crimper feature of the Surge, but I think they have wire crimpers at the bottom of the pliers. You're going to get a ruler on there. So if you want to take measurements or something, you do get centimeter in inches. on both sides. You get a similar tool set. You get an awl. It's a little different shape awl, but you get an awl with a sewing hole, slotted screwdriver pry bar, smaller slotted screwdriver pry bar. And over here, you're going to get the bit exchanger preloaded, and then you're going to get the can opener, bottle cap lifter, wire stripper combo down there. So I'm pretty sure you don't get the crimpers. No, this doesn't look like it has a crimper feature. I've never tried to crimp with it, but it does have it almost has a logo on there as if it's designed to do some crimping. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think you can crimp with the bottom of those pliers. Anyways, bigger plier head on the Surge. I think it's a beefier tool. It's just a very well built tool. Why would you get the Alpha over the Surge? You want the Magna Cut blade. You want the smaller design. Ergonomics might work better for you if you have smaller hands. Bigger hands might be better for the Surge. That's really it. Also, maybe you want the micro exchanger because you don't get the micro exchanger, the micro driver with the Surge. So that might be important for you if you're fixing, you know, like small electronics or your sunglasses or your eyeglasses or whatever. Maybe you want that. But that's a pretty quick down and dirty comparison. If you have a Wave Plus, do you upgrade to this? No, not in my opinion. If you're used to the pinch by now, you figured out ways to stop pinching yourself when closing the multi-tool, I don't think you make the upgrade just for Magna Cut. It is nice to have outboard accessible scissors because you don't get that on the original Wave, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I don't have like a barn burning emergency to get to my scissors as fast as possible. First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.